Okay guys, Sin of Saints here. Welcome to my channel. If you enjoy these videos, please leave a like, share, and subscribe for more content. Before I get into the videos, I want to apologize. I made a video showing what the channel's about. My microphone broke, so I sound very robotic. And then in my Calvary video, I'm using my recording software right now, but I used some of my video editing software, and so my voice may sound a little off there. I don't know. Hopefully my voice sounds good on this. I'm using my built-in microphone for the time being. Hopefully I'll have a new microphone soon though, and I can work on balancing out the sound and stuff then. But I've been working on a couple of videos, videos for javelins and videos for spears. What I'm probably going to do in this particular video is I'm going to take this clip right here, and I'll take this clip right here for spears. And then later on I'll come back and I'll look at these two to see if they're of any real value worth watching or not. But without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, we'll pull this up real quick so you can get a look at the team compositions. On my side we have a fair number of Roman swords. Make sure there's not any barbarian swords. Yeah, no, it's all Roman infantry. I think this was taken during the Romans medium infantry bullcrap, where they get double XP. And of course we have two ranged players, one right here and one right here. And then you have our two spear players, myself right here and that boy right there. This group right here, this three in particular, us three, end up more or less carrying our team to victory. Then on their side, let's see what they got. Fog of War, Team 2, Team 1? No. Off. There we go. Okay, Fog of War off was not what I wanted. Well, anyway, we'll just take a look through here. They've got some archers, they've got some pikes with a little bit of cavalry. We do have some cav, this barbarian cav unit, wherever he's at, right here, he does a real good job. Then they have some swords, some slingers, some more swords, some spears, and some more archers, and some more infantry. So, obviously they have the range advantage, and given the fact that they have pikes, they're going to just decimate up here. But we'll see how that ends up working out for them later on. So we'll drop this, and we'll go into a more cinematic view here, since we might as well. And boom. Alright, so let's get this started. Oh, okay, now I can see their units. What the hell? But anyways, lots of swords and stuff. You can see their spears coming in here, supported by archers. They have Carthaginian spears, which we both have Greek Leonidas down here, so we're both a superior unit. I'm the tier higher of this group of spears. So obviously I can't see what's going on, so I had no clue that that was all that was coming, but I go to come down through here to stop any potential cav that could come through there. zoom in on the fight up here. What's going to happen here for a hot minute is these spear lines are going to connect and these archers are going to fire back and forth. Just back over here, you can see we start off winning the fight. If I pull up the UI real quick, you'll see that it's going down right now. It's not too bad, but it's going down. It's showing my team as the red team. But you can see we're starting to take it back. A little bit at a time. And I tell them, hey, hold them here in the pass. I'll flank around and we'll catch them here in the center. See, they've staged up. They're just duking it out here in the woods. Lots of Romans. This guy gets absolutely murdered by these pikes. They're about to set down here in just a second. Yeah, and then he just runs through there after them because he's a fucking moron. And as you can see, the back and forth, our archers trying to give some support up here as best they can. Not really able to do too much. Alright, we'll go back into a cinematic view. As you can see, I am just now making my way around the corner with these beautiful hoplites. Leonidas in the charge. And as you can see, the archer player realized, oh fuck. So he starts shooting at me, raise shields. We're just gonna keep marching forward.
The barbarians must fall.
So you can see he's panicking. He's like, can I fit through there? I don't know. He moves up another unit, narrows the gap even more. I come in here. It's actually an enemy spear unit in my ranks that I did not realize. But whatever, it's dead now. He tries pushing through here. You can see his health is just being absolutely murdered. Look right over here, we have our cav coming up here. And he's going to be what finishes off that archer unit. We finish off these Carthaginian spears. He took some losses, about half health from the archer fire and stuff. I took a little bit from archer fire, but not much. As you can see, we are losing quite handedly right now. Over 100 points that we're losing. Which is never good. See our last little bit of infantry trying to hold on up there. A little bit up here. Nothing too crazy. So I push my spears up. I've got these swords right here. I'm not going to go into trying to defend against the arrows. I'm not going to raise my shields. I'm just going to push in, send these two to fight him, form phalanx, and this one to fight him. You can see that my spears, he's going to go set up and help push through here while moving his other spears up, sort of just to support. This one's gonna go around and he's gonna chase down. No, he's not. No, he's gonna sit back here. So I'm leading our push, higher tier spears, tier 5 versus the tier 4 infantry. Speaking of which, we'll look at that later. See the pikes coming up, so I want to hurry up and finish this. So I just send my units in, route this unit. As soon as it routes, they immediately start pulling back. I start reforming. Just turn around, take that little bit of fire, whatever. I pull back my units and start forming up a defense against the pikes. Now this will be how, as spears, you can beat pikes. It's not easy. I'm going to lose a lot of units, and this fight is going to drag out to the very end. But as I said, the way we played this, we end up bringing it back for our team. Our archers sit here. This is enemy Greek cavalry that came in here and just fucking gets destroyed. It's nothing. He doesn't even charge. Obviously the pikes are very, very slowly making their way in. Our archer finding some targets in there. Got raised shields, which you'll notice, well, you can't notice here, but I'm actually taking quite a bit of damage. But then I turn this way and I actually take less damage. I don't, whatever. But you can see he's developed a line here to hold back infantry. But our spears have set up so that they are able to flank if necessary. And you can see he's pushing his pikes in. So I just make it so that if he comes in here, I can flank him. He pushes back. Our spear compatriot comes around here, takes a little bit of archer fire, slinger fire, I think. Yeah, slinger fire. This guy brings back his other pike unit. Our spears line up, filter them in here to our archers. Of course, I'm still taking damage. He begins to move his pikes in. So, I move. Is that ants? Oh, that's from the slingers, isn't it? I think that's from the slingers. Anyway, I start coming in here. Obviously, I'm taking some damage, but I'm dealing damage because I have this flank on him. And you'll see I chunk out a good portion of them here. But he would have won that should I have stayed engaged, so I pull back. And we begin to reform and circle around here. See his slingers come down here. His slingers actually caused quite a bit of trouble in the battle. But I begin moving my units. I should have attacked here. I could have absolutely destroyed that unit had I been paying attention. But I wasn't, so I readjust. I send this unit to go harass them a little bit. They fired our archers, kill them off, but I kill a good number of them. So you'll see my friend here valiantly goes in and takes some damage, but now their formation is all fucked up. So I run in. I do not form phalanx here. I want my units spread out and to move from different targets because of how their formation is. So I just send them out and continue to just destroy this unit. Now that they're leading me in, I pull back. readjust. I'll send this unit right here to go and chase down these guys here in a second. Now we've taken out effectively one of his units. He's got 7 guys left. Our other guy has, I think that's our guy. Yeah, our other guy has moved around behind him. It's causing him a little trouble there. We'll see. He's pelting up here. Our guy's in some trouble, so I send up the bigger of my units to go and deal with that. She gets hurt real bad by these slingers. That's when I send these guys to just full on pursue them. So I send my spears up here to do their job. He sends some spears. We get some cavalry in here. I'm paying very close attention to these pikes. I'm not paying that much attention up here or down here. I wait for them to get kind of close. Try to get them to turn into me, which they do. These guys are off doing their own thing. Let's take a look at the UI. As you can see, we're still behind 11 points. So I pull them away. They pull out of their formation, which is really key. So they're like, okay, well, they're not going to come out after me. They're going to go up here. I need to move up so I can get closer. Meanwhile, I run up with my spears as our cavalry comes through here. If our cavalry hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have been able to push forward. I'm continuing to harass these swords with this unit and this unit. Now he turns to come and fight me. I'm sending my units back to get behind him. But Sam, I'm just going to run away. I'm not going to fight that. I'm going to keep Bray's shields up so that if his slingers do fire at me, I've got that taken care of. Aguero is going to come here and fight this. My units have already engaged here. He puts down his pikes. That's fine. I'm not concerned about that. I'm going to send these couple of guys, these brave few, into the fight. And they will rout. But he couldn't get his pikes down for my much larger unit, which is already formed up in the phalanx, and we're just gonna cut through him, and you'll see it's now shifted in our favor, 20 points. We're just gonna continue to cut them down here. He breaks, so I break my formation again and start hunting him down. Turns around, but because we're so close, he can't put down his pikes. The key to beating pikemen is to make them raise their pikes. Make them move, put it up, and then get them while their pikes are up. If you can do that, you can beat them. Because in actual melee, they are absolute garbage. But if you let them form up that little bit right there, it's just devastating. And of course, due to the valiant effort of our spears, a few archers, we win. And that's a 9K Leo game. It's not the best game I've had with Leo. I did have a 12K game once that was just absolutely beautiful, but I digress. So that was about 15-minute video. Go back over to my favorites of my own videos. I definitely want to show you this one. I think there's one of these that I want to show. in here as well. It's probably Alpus Grea. Anyway, we'll jump into this one. Alright, move the camera on over. This was tier 6, so I had just picked these guys up. Yeah, just picked these guys up. I don't have the brown armor on them yet. So we're gonna push up. This is my buddy Darkness here. Do we have... No, we don't have his other friend who joined us later in here. This right here is a bread and butter combination. This absolutely destroys the enemy. You have spears and you have javelins. Most of the time you can just protect the javelins and they'll do 90% of the work. So we see the enemy. They got some cav here. A little bit AFK. Not a very good player, or they're distracted by other things. And our archer back here does nice damage on them. So we push in. I form my phalanxes, going after this unit, and he sends his javelins out after here. And of course you can see I've already pop-pulled the line, giving me a morale buff, which gives me 4% melee attack, more charge, deflect, and more melee defense. And I have his Vini, which gives me melee attack and melee defense. So right now my unit is better than Vengeance on his units there. I moved some units to help deal with the cav. Eventually this unit routes. I don't know why, but it routes. Whatever. You can see I pulled this unit off here, and he pulls his unit off down there. I don't like Fog of War. Get in here, you can see my spears are absolutely murdering the cavalry. Germanicus cavalry at that. Does he have any swords left? I don't think he has any swords left. My buddy here is going ahead and he's moving to the tall grass so that they've lost sight of him and don't really know where he's at. Let's turn the UI back on. So we're going to go and we're going to set up right over in here. And the reason why I want this video in particular is because it showcases how you can use formations to stop the enemy, I guess is the best way of putting it. We're gonna lose this here. We're already down almost 100 points. And this is another example of how the two people right here can change an entire game. He's got a half full, 3/4 full, and quarter full unit, and I have 3 half fulls. So you'll see how I form up here in just a second. I'm going to turn the UI off again. This little formation that I'm about to create right here, which right now it's sloppy, but you can see the gist of it. This little triangle right here allows him to get in the center and be protected. Cavalry comes charging in, does a lot of damage to me. I wasn't set up in phalanx yet, but I set up into phalanx. He gives me a VD, and between the two of us, we just cut down this cavalry. I'm reforming. I'm trying to get the shape better. So you can see my hoplites adjusting. I turn to attack him, finish him off, and now it looks pretty respectable. But yeah, you form your spears up like this. You cluster your javelins on the inside. Infantry that comes up is going to get pelted by these guys and not going to get through you. Cavalry charges into the phalanx. It takes a ton of damage, which I'll turn the UI on so you can see it happen. And the only real things you have to worry about are ranged units and elephants. The reason why I say you have to worry about ranged units is because your javelins don't have a way to protect themselves. You could fight in the shade if you're Leonidas and not have to worry about it too much. And you can see the effect these javelins are having right now. Between spears and javelins, this almost full unit is just destroyed. Or break formation here. Because I'm sending 2 units after them. I actually didn't intend to, but it worked out fine because they're just rotating around, killing him as he tries to make it around my units. This unit's still protecting our back in case there's any cav. I begin to reform my units. And boom. Easy as that. Which, when you're using spears, it's always best to have them support it in some way. And it's my personal opinion that spears and javelins are the best way to go. Spears can handle any infantry, javelins can kill anything that your spears can't handle. Javelins can decimate pikes. They melt elephants. Just no reason to not have javelins and the spears going together. And I want to say it's this one right here. We'll go ahead and we'll watch this one as well. This will be the last one that we watch. I saved it for some reason. Wait a minute. I think I know which one this is. Now that I think about it, I did not enjoy this one. Yeah. So what's going to happen here? We're going to come into the forest for this tall grass. We're going to fight. Here some dude's going to pull out one of our buddies, Valkyrie. He's going to come in here and continue to fight. I'm going to push up here. They're going to set up some artillery. It's going to harass us. We're going to push forward, push them away, fight out here against their protectorate, and then we're going to push to their base and cap. It's a decent little fight, but nothing particularly amazing. You can see javelins coming in strong. I've taken what? 2 was the one that got into the fight. I've taken 200 points of damage total. You can see the artillery now is coming in. I don't know how they've got vision on us. They don't have this tower taken. They don't have this tower. But somehow he had vision on us in the tall grass. So we adjust. This cav does get us pretty good. But then you just see them get murdered. Enemy archers up here. Our archers move forward and begin fighting them. I moved in to help with this unit of swords. And then as soon as we're done here, taking a ton of friendly fire from our archers. What the hell? We will move in. Another thing that I've noticed that I really hate, archers, you tend to fire at enemy units when there's almost none of them left and they're surrounded by a ton of friendlies. Now, you're not going to do a whole lot of damage to us, but you're still going to do a fair amount, and it's going to hurt. And it could be the determining whether I have half a unit or if I have 3/4 a unit sometimes. So, just archer units need to be more aware of who they're shooting at. Javelins, I'll take friendly fire from javelins. It's going to hurt, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to hurt the enemy way worse. But with javelins, you do need to be looking to minimize the amount of friendly fire you do. So he sends up this guy right here, being hurt by our javelins and our archers. I'm going to come in and do some fighting. You can see I'm taking a little bit of friendly fire from the archers. Javelins are hitting them in the back, not dealing any friendly fire. Boom, you see that there? I just now start taking some friendly fire. He adjusts and starts taking out their spikes. Javelins are really good at this, by the way. Get in here. Get a little cinematic view of this fight here of these Centurions. I think they're Centurions, getting absolutely destroyed by the foot companions. Archers come in, break their morale. The archers are going to come out over here after the artillery piece, and our javelins are already halfway to their base. And we will come in as well. A lot of times you'll see Darkness, who this is right here, and me playing together. He'll be in a lot of my videos probably. He is a fantastic player. I absolutely enjoy playing with him, and together, partied up, I would say we win 90% of our battles. Our profile are going to show that we win 54% because we played quite a bit separately before we began partying up. And of course, once you get to higher tiers, 7, 8, 9, 10, you'll see a lot of familiar faces when you've played as long as we have. We've played quite a bit. He's played since the beta, and I've played. I played at the end of the beta. So we'll just form up here, and it's going to be a real close capping battle. You'll see that they get right up to it, and then they get decapped, and that's what takes the win for us. So, as you can see, just a few of us was all it took. That really wasn't the one that I wanted to show you. I may not have it anymore. They did an update a few days ago, and I lost a lot of my recordings. A lot of my favorite videos. I know I've got some more from today that I want to look at, I think, but I'll have to go into them. So let's look at this. We get put on Oasis a lot, and it's one of those maps that I personally get absolutely sick of. I guess we can look at team comps right now. Obviously I got spears, Valkyries going in with swords, Darkness with javelins, then we got some elephants, some cav, some archers, some more spears, some swords and artillery, some more javelins, and some more swords. Enemy have catapult, sword, slinger, swords, falxmen, dogs, javelins, swords, and some caps. So it's a pretty equal team composition, actually. Let's go ahead and look at it. I don't think that this is the video that I'm thinking of. Actually, I know it's not, now that I think about it. There, that's what I wanted. Go ahead and show the UI. There will be a couple of decent battles in here for cinematics. I would like to get another good video just for some cinematic purposes, so you can zoom in and watch them fight. Because, I mean, the character models in this game, they're just absolutely beautiful for the type of game it is. I love it. You'll see Darkness throwing out his javelins. Valkyrie went into the middle. He kind of does his own thing mostly. But you'll see our spears get involved here, and they'll come out over here and get involved too. But I want to get some cinematic shots. See the javelins raining in. You can see these guys are moving out. Where's Leonidas? Let's focus in on him. See these guys hit up the javelins. My other spear units working here. These guys move in. The armored legionaries try their best to defend against us. We just keep pushing through them. And we got another unit right here. Same guy that's helping me here is helping me here. That fight over there is almost wrapped up too. We just keep pushing them. The reason why I don't play pikes is because as Leonidas' pikes, you don't get to take advantage of a shield bash very often, and if you do, you're gonna lose. We'll hide the UI for this fight right here. You can see the brave Romans trying to hold out against the Greeks, but to no avail. Their tactics and planning were just too much for them. So break off of him. Now let's see here. We thought we were gonna go to the middle. Maybe this is the one I was thinking of. Got some artillery back here. Our elephants go for it. Oh yeah, I moved back here to try to flank. If they tried to come out this way, maybe I could catch them. Keep eyes on them, you know. Oh, sorry. But I'm pretty sure now it's just a ride for us into their base. Our archers and javelins are absolutely destroying the slingers. Elephants are gonna come wipe this out. And we just keep on marching. But I don't play pikes. I don't remember if I said this or not, but I don't play pikes simply because I feel like you don't get to take advantage of Leonidas' shield bash, which sucks, but I also feel like they're one of those units that need work done to them. I get that they're pikes, I get that they outrange spears, but they need something done to make them more balanced, because there's not much that can effectively fight pikes. Like I said, you take spears supported with javelins and you don't have much to worry about. But same thing goes for just about anything. And in this game, Darkness, myself, and Valkyrie were top 3. But with pikes are just, I still feel like work needs to be done with them. They're in an okay place, but they are one of those units that's just difficult to deal with. But anyways, guys, this has been Sin of Saints. Thank you for watching my video. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.